Hi guys! Tonight's video is sponsored by Bespoke Post. Bespoke Post is an awesome monthly membership club that sends you amazing boxes full of top shelf products from under the radar brands. It's free to join, and every month they introduce their members to cool new products such as outdoor gear, barware, home and kitchen goods, clothing, and more. They even have live oysters. And all this is based on a preference quiz that members fill out when they sign up. The box lineup changes every month, and each box has around $70 in value, and you only pay a fraction of the price. And something that I love about Bespoke Post is that 90% of their products come from small businesses, many of which are based right in the US. So members get a box assigned to them each month based on that quiz that they took when they signed up, and they'll also get a preview of what's inside. And then they can choose one of three options. They can keep it, they can swap it for a different box that's being offered, or they can choose to skip it at absolutely no extra cost. So basically you only pay for what you want, which I love because they're not just sending you a box full of stuff you don't know if you'll like or even use. So they sent me 3 boxes to try out, and I love all of them. The first is this amazing weekender bag, which is the perfect size for a weekend trip. It's super durable and just looks really cool. Another was Chop, these 2 extremely high quality knives, which I'm enjoying so much because I've never owned really nice knives before, and it actually makes all the difference in the world. And lastly, they sent me Billy, which is a portable camp coffee set that I'm obsessed with because I love camping and I love coffee, and this is just so easy to use, and all of my friends are so jealous and asking me where I got it. They also included a camp kitchen cleaning kit and a portable wood burning stove. So if you want to try Bespoke Post, which I highly recommend because I love all the stuff they sent me, and if you want to get 20% off your first box, you can click the link in my description below and use my code SarahLavender20 in all caps at checkout to get that 20% off. Or you can go to bespokepost.com/SarahLavender20 to get that same discount. Okay guys, thank you so much Bespoke Post for sponsoring tonight's video, and let's get right to it. Hi, welcome in. How can I help you? Okay, so you're here for our liquor tasting? Perfect. I think I did see you entered in our system earlier. Let me just pull up my notebook here. All right. Can I get your first name? Okay, yep, there you are. I see that you already filled out the questionnaire. That's great because we know exactly which liquors to pair you with and which countries we are selecting those liquors from. So let me just check you in. So we're going to have 5 different liquors we'll be tasting today. And my name is Sarah, and I will be hosting the tasting. Nice to meet you. So would you like to know which 5 countries you've been matched with? Okay, so you've been matched with Japan, the United States of America, South Africa, Peru, and Italy. So I've tried all of these already, and they're all amazing, so I think you're going to enjoy yourself. Alrighty, so why don't you go ahead and make yourself comfortable. I'm just going to get everything together and get you a glass of water and a little bar snack. Okay, so go ahead and sit down, and I'll be right with you. So here's a glass of water. between each tasting if you could take a drink of water. And also, here are some nuts if you also want to use these to cleanse your palate. You don't have to, but it could help you appreciate the taste of each liquor or liqueur more. So I will set this here. Alright, so you have an option each time of it if you would like your liquor to be served on ice or just neat. So go ahead and let me know, okay? Perfect. So, our very first liquor, drum roll please, is from South Africa, and it is called Amarula. This bottle is fun because it is special edition and it is designed using the print or prints used on clothing in the southern region of Africa. As you can see here. So, Amarula is a cream liqueur. It is only 17% alcohol, which puts it at about 30 proof, which means that it is perfect for enjoying on its own, but I also think it would be pretty good in coffee. So it is made from the marula fruit, which is grown in South Africa, and it comes from the marula tree, which is also known as the elephant tree or the marriage tree. It is called the elephant tree because elephants love to eat its fruit. And it is called the marriage tree because it is thought to be good luck to get married underneath it. It promises fertility and things like that. It is traditionally a beer. Even though this is a liqueur, you can also make beer with the marula fruit, and that has been done for centuries in Africa. So would you like to have this with ice? Perfect. So I'm going to have you take a sip once I pour it for you, and if you'd like to tell me what notes you get. Perfect, exactly. And then I'll tell you what they are. Have you had any experience doing liquor tasting in the past? A little? Okay, perfect. Well, this should be fun then. So let me get your glass prepared. Can you see the color? Maybe not so well in this copper jigger, but it is a light brown color, almost like a very creamy coffee. So let me pour this. All right. And let's get it all over the ice. There we go. There we go. So go ahead and try this. I recommend taking a small sip, keeping it in your mouth for a second, really trying to discern what notes you taste. And you can smell it beforehand. Just any information you are getting about it, go ahead and tell me. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely a very creamy, milky beginning, and it has a fruity body. And what notes are you getting? A little bit of pepper. Yeah, exactly. You're pretty good at this. What else? A little citrus. Exactly. And is there one more thing? Maybe take another drink. It's caramel. Do you taste it now? Perfect. Okay, well, you can enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and prepare the second drink. Okay. So next is our liquor from Japan, and it is in this beautiful, 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 beautiful bottle, and it is Japanese gin. You can see the really beautiful imprints in the glass. This is by Suntory, by the name of Roku Gin. Now, the more traditional Japanese liquors and alcoholic beverages are, of course, sake and soju. But today we are going to be sampling their gin. In the past century, gin and whiskey has become increasingly popular in Japan, and they've added their own flair to each. So you may know that gin normally has a ton of botanical ingredients such as lavender, juniper, just a ton of different ingredients. And Japanese gin kind of takes its own indigenous and native plants and fruits and herbs and has made their own gin. So in this gin we have sakura flower, also known as cherry blossom, sansho pepper, yuzu peel, which is a citrus. Maybe you've had yuzu soy sauce, which is a very citrusy soy sauce. Sakura leaf, so leaves from the sakura tree. Sencha tea, which is a green tea. And gyokuro tea. So I've tried this gin before. It is so good. I really hope that you'll like it. So I have a clean glass, and let me take your dirty one. I'm going to be rinsing and reusing them. So I actually recommend this one be taken neat. Is that alright? Perfect. So let me pour you. So let me pour you. A bit of this, and of course, if you don't want to finish any of them, that's absolutely okay. I really am in love with this bottle. I think I'm going to sneak it out once we finish it here at the bar and try to repurpose it for something. Okay. Here you are. So maybe try to get a good smell. Tell me what you smell, though I have already told you the ingredients, but maybe you can pick them out. I know that gin is a very strong liquor. This one is actually, I believe, 80 proof, so it's quite strong. So go ahead and sip it slow. This is one that I would recommend letting sit in your mouth, and the saliva kind of helps it go down easier. So, what do you think? You like it? Excellent. Okay, so what kind of notes are you getting? Are you getting the citrus maybe? Maybe the tea? Yeah, the alcohol is a little overwhelming with this one, but I think the finish might give you some clues. The taste in your mouth after you've swallowed. Okay, so you are getting that floral. Perfect. If you'll notice, Japanese gin actually has a much milder juniper taste than most gin. I just think it's really cool that they're using their indigenous ingredients to create it. It really makes a unique gin. And actually, Japanese whiskey and gin has been reaching worldwide acclaim lately. It's getting very popular. Okay, well, keep enjoying that. Do you have any questions for me, by the way? Okay, perfect. Sorry, what was that? Oh no, of course. Yes, it is a grain-based liquor. I believe the first gin was created in Japan, at least via a company, in around 1930. Yeah, so it's about a century old, but I have a feeling it's going to stick around there for a while. It is really booming in popularity in Japan as well. Well, in Japan, in addition to the rest of the world, obviously. But I'm really glad you liked it. That one, like I said, was a little bit strong. We're going to be moving on to another liqueur to kind of space out the hard liquors. Okay, perfect. So the next country, as you probably guessed, is Italy, and it is a liqueur with a beautiful, 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 beautiful golden color. And it is a liqueur, and the name of it is Galliano L'Autentico. And I'm definitely not saying that in the correct Italian accent, but it is a popular Italian liqueur. Maybe not as popular as Campari or Limoncello, but I really like this one because I like herbal liqueurs, and I'm guessing you do too because you were matched with this with our quiz. Alright, so I believe my coworker cleared your cup out, so let me grab that. Here we are. So I'm going to pour you a bit. This is actually 42.3% ABV, so it has a kick to it. I think it's a little dangerous because it's pretty sweet. you wanted this one neat, right? Perfect. So this is a very common digestif, which means that a lot of people enjoy having a little bit of this liqueur after a meal. It's rumored to help you digest. So here, go ahead and take a sniff and then a sip and tell me what you smell and taste. Okay, so first and foremost, you get vanilla. Perfect. And also anise. Perfect. So yeah, those are the two main flavors, vanilla and anise. And the vanilla actually separates this liqueur from most other anise liqueurs. You might also get a little bit of citrus. And do you get any herbs or botanicals? Lavender, perfect. Yarrow, peppermint, juniper. Yeah, it is a bit harder to taste those more subtle notes, but even just knowing they're there, I feel like sometimes you can convince yourself that you taste them. What do you think of it though? What's your opinion? Wonderful. Myself, I'm a little neutral about anise flavored liqueurs and liquors, but I find that this one really goes down easy and is very complicated, so I like it. Wonderful. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about it. This brand has been in Italy since 1896, so it has been around a while. This is their original recipe, and I just think the bottle once again is so beautiful, and that color, so pretty. It was, of course, distilled in Italy. Are you a fan of liqueurs, or do you prefer just drinking straight liquor? Ah, okay. I think I'm the same. Have you been to Italy? Ah, I haven't. Though I think I'm actually going there this summer. Do you have any recommendations? That sounds fun. Okay, so our next liquor is one of my personal favorites. Let's see if you've heard of it, okay? It is Pisco. And this one is from Peru. It is a drink commonly found in both Peru and Chile. There's actually some debate as to which country technically owns it or invented it. It is distilled from fermented grapes, and it was created by 16th century Spanish settlers in Peru or Chile because they were looking for a replacement for the brandy that they were importing from Spain, and they wanted to create a brandy from locally grown fruit. So yes, it is technically a brandy. So let me swap your glasses for a clean one. There we go. So do you want this one neat or on the rocks? On the rocks, of course. It is corked. There we go. I can already smell the grape flavor from here. I love this one, so I hope that you will too. Go ahead and take your usual smell and sip. So what are you getting? You're definitely getting that grape, right? Perfect. What about any floral or citrus notes? Maybe even a little bit of a pastry. Perfect. And there's also a little bit of caramel, spice, and pecans. I can't quite get that, but let me know if you can. What do you think of this one? You like it? Yay. I like it a lot. Once again, I've never been to Peru, but I would die to be able to visit there. South America just sounds so beautiful. I've only been to Mexico and Costa Rica, so Central America. I know, just the geography and the culture of Peru sounds so nice to see. Have you been to Japan, by the way? Or what was the other one we tasted? Or South Africa? Okay, yeah, those are very far away. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next one. Go ahead and finish that as slowly as you want, no rush at all. I'm just going to get the next drink ready. So here's a fresh glass. As a gentle reminder, we have the water and the nuts to kind of cleanse your palate in between each one. Oh, you've been doing that? Perfect. Okay. So let me show you our fifth and final liquor. This one is from the United States of America, and it really doesn't get any more American than this. It is apple pie flavored moonshine. And if you don't know, moonshine is an old word that simply means illegal, clear, unaged whiskey. I love the flavor of this one. It is only 40 proof, so it's perfectly fine to have on its own. In fact, that's how I prefer to have it. It is more than just an apple whiskey. As you'll see, you definitely get the apple pie flavor from it. It comes in these mason jars. It is by Old Smoky, the brand, which is brewed in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. So let me prepare your glass. Take your old cup. Okay. Okay. Here you are. I'm really excited for you to try this one, and let me know what about it makes it taste like an apple pie. So what are the notes? It's surprising, right? It's a little sour, with very strong hints of spices that you normally find in an apple pie, such as cinnamon, maybe nutmeg. Are you getting that? And the apples are almost very sour, like a green apple. Do you like it? It is on the sweeter side, so I understand if that's not really your thing. But you like it? Perfect. What else can I say about Moonshine? So it's called Moonshine because it is created illegally, or it was created illegally to be labeled as true moonshine. And oftentimes it was made during the nighttime under the moon. So that's why it's called Moonshine. And it was illegal because of Prohibition, which, as I'm sure you know, was a time period in the US when it was illegal to make and sell alcohol in the name of moral purity. So this brand is kind of calling itself Moonshine, even though it is completely legal. I believe it was the first distillery in East Tennessee, so it's pretty old. And I really like, the simple mason jar aesthetic, though it is pretty difficult to pour because of the big lid. I always make a mess. I don't know if you saw down here, but so it is corn whiskey, and even though it has this brown color, true moonshine is clear because it's made very quickly and it's unaged. It hasn't sat in an oak barrel for any amount of time, so their original moonshine, because they have several different flavors like lemonade, apple pie, cherry, but their original is clear. This is only brown due to the spices, I'm guessing. And actually, this mason jar is a very useful mason jar. It has 1 pint, half, so you can use it as a measuring cup. You want to take one more smell? Don't you think so? You almost get a hint of molasses, but I don't know if it actually has molasses. So that is it for our tasting. You're of course welcome to continue being seated at our bar and chit-chatting if you'd like. I know you've sampled quite a bit of liquor at this point, so I can bring you as much water as you need, any more snacks that you want. Perfect. Which one was your favorite, by the way? Okay. And which one was your least favorite? Okay. I'm going to add that to my notes later so we can improve the quiz. You know, it took a long time to develop that quiz. I think you were pretty closely matched with Japan and Mexico. So you almost tried one of our mezcals. Maybe next time, though. Okay, well, I will be cleaning up. Anything you need at all, just let me know. And you can keep sipping on that apple whiskey. I can give you some more if you want. You're okay? Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I have a lot of fun hosting the Around the World liquor tasting because, you know, alcohol has been a part of human history on every single continent, you know, with humans on it. And it's just a really cool thing to learn about, in my opinion. Okay. Also, you can leave a review on Google or Yelp if you'd like. Perfect. Okay, well, I'll be right over here. I'm so glad you enjoyed yourself.